Okay, good afternoon. So our topic in this video is about flowchart. So flowchart is simply a graphical representation of steps. It shows steps in sequential order and is widely used in presenting the flow of algorithms, workflow, or processes. So typically a flowchart shows the steps as boxes of various kinds under order to connecting them with arrows. So if you have observed in some agencies in the government or not even private sectors offices, let's say PSA, school, no, they have there a flow chart of how you enroll. No? It gives you idea, it gives you direction to achieve your purpose. When you go to PhilHealth, when you go to maybe in BI, so na most probably kanang mga complex nga mga flow o offices, they have created a flowchart in order to guide the uh, customers or the person, no? So ang flowcharts, ang example is like this. So it has symbols, of course yan yung maingani nga mga symbols, nana sila yung mga meaning say purpose, dili kay start pwede din gamitag square ang start. So every symbols has different meaning and uses. So by definition, flowchart is a graphical, again, a representation of steps. So it was originated from computer science or as a tool for representing algorithms and programming logic, but had extended to use in all other kinds of processes. So nowadays, flowcharts play an extremely important role in displaying information and assisting reasoning. They help us visualize complex processes or make explicit the structure of problems and tasks. A flowchart can also be used to define a process or project to be implemented. So muna siyang yung ganina, no? Flowchart symbols. So katong mga symbols, muna sila mga meaning nila. Kini siya terminator represents starting and ending only of the system. Kung mag-start ka, you put text inside start and end like this. Start and end only. Somewhat oblong yun siya, no? Ayan eh. Kung na siya pang start to end rin na. Kaning rectangle, a box indicates some particular operation. Kung na operation like such as calculation, wait patient, or na kay ipawait nimo na kay somewhat process yun siya ba? Process box na siya. Una kay somewhat operation siya. Okay? Ini siya, this represents a printout such as a document or report. Kung na kay i-provide nga printout, kini siya ang symbol. Rectangle nga. Curve ang kili. Ang ubos. Decision. So kaning diamond represents a decision or branching point. Lines coming out from the diamond indicates different possible situations leading to different sub-processes. So ang kani ang decision, doon na ni siya ay usually two output, the yes or no or the true or false, no? Example is this one, no? Ano sa ibabaw? Say no and yes. So my advice, if you are using the decision box, decision symbol, add a question mark on it. Kani ila wala man siya question mark. so that it really identifies nga that is a question or a decision to make, no? Then data, it represents information entering or leaving the system. Kung somewhat i-input sa imong system, use this tawag aning gatakilid nga rectangle, no? Square ba na? An input might be an order from a customer, no? And then the output can be a product to be delivered. Input at output po ni siya. Itong isa is print out na siya for document purposes. Ni siya, the symbol would contain a letter inside. It indicates the flow continues on a matching symbol containing the same letter somewhere else on the same page. On-page connector po ni siya. For example is, misprint lang ta. No? On-page connector, pasabot, ana lang nga page, on page, on that page. For example, you have start here. No? Then, ang anak agbuat arrow. Ayun, process. Ano sa inyo isa diyan. Okay. Then, ang decision ka, dako. Dini, yes. Diyan sa madto. Dini, no. Diyan, dili naman mo igo, di ba? Dini, napakail anak. So, ang gamit sa on-page reference nga symbol is ana di naman mo igo sa imong page pag buhat na nag-circle ya A sabot sumpay na pay sumpay na A aman din siya sumpay kung dili na siya mo igo diya gusto nimo diri butan ni kag A diya para magbasa sa imong flow is uy panahon man na pa diri siya sumpay mo na yung sumpay okay so lagay symbol diya sa sulat ya so ingana siya ang purpose sa on-page reference kung na kay isumpay mura bitaw siya og to be continue na siya nga kuan nisad siyang ingani is off-page reference for example puno na kay imong page tanan puno na kay no ana wala gyud iguan puno na tanan din gusto nimo i-next page na you can use off-page na then sa new page that under other make sure nga ang imuhang letter is unique ha dili siya balik-balik paning kini siya okay ra ni siya nag-echo kay ang isa nga A is on page man no pwede ra po nimo siya i-B kung di para unique gid siya then sa other page start din kag B kung unsay sumpay niyan hindi ni nga flow okay so that's the referencing delay or bottleneck. So usually di mga ini gagamit. Then identifies a delay or a bottleneck of the process. Then the flow, the arrow, na yung mga arrow, no? So when to draw a flowchart, so ang flowchart it helps clarify complex processes, no? Matabangan ang kung dagko siya nga process, matabangan siya. Then identifies steps that do not add value to internal or external customer. So another is to gain shared understanding of the process. This knowledge to collect data, identify problems, focus discussions, and identify resources. So muna sila ang mga uses and benefits. So mga examples of flowcharts is this one sa medical services. So for example, muna siya sa medical kung madto ka hospital lugar or sa may clinic, let's say back sulod lugar ka first yun ka nga customer abot ka start patient arrive so ikaw na right uy registered patient so kini siya wala sila question mark. So kani siya is because this is a decision they need to put. So or they better to put some word nga it really identify nga it is a question. Ini simply question simply diamond raman. No, in my case, I want to put is patient registered then question mark. If yes, go directly sa available nurse. Available nurse. Wala ka po question, no? So makakuan siya. Is nurse available? Or na? Butangan ni question mark pud unta ni din eh. Para din eh, is registered patient if no, ito siya sa process. Ano siya sa process, register patient, i-register sa. Then balik dayon. No, at least kung ikaw bago ka nagabot, uy, di ko register, ay magpa-register sa day ko, no? Nagabot din eh, is nurse available? Kung naa, kung wala, wait for available nurse. Kung naa, diretso na ko sa record health section. Magpa-record na kasi health condition. The next, is doctor available? No? If no, wait. Process man yan po ni. Wait for available doctor. If yes, then assign patient to doctor. So, konsulta na ka, then pwede ka dugang unta og para more detailed consultation of the between doctor and patient, no? Then after that, need follow up. Is need follow up? If yes, arrange appointment. Hatag ag resita, balik ani. Then need be yung no diretso ra gyapon din eh. Nabay tambal nga need medication ba? If yes, give patient prescription. Need medication. If no, diretso patient leaves. Then end of the kani siya sayop gini siya ilang pagkabuhat. Kay kani siya dapat end ni siya dapat. Start mo ni noon. So ilara ning gi-copy paste then wala na edit. So this is a good example of these sources is I get it from the internet. So this simply means nga not all what you have seen and read in internet is correct. So that's why we have to learn to correct that errors, mistakes of people. Hindi siya sayop dapat na mo is or if condition man gini then question mark every decision making. And dinhi sayop. Okay? So another example of the flowchart is this one. Start. So read A. Sabot ana gi-read niya, gibasa niya ang variable nga A which is ang value is 529. Read B. Gibasa sa system ang variable nga B which is ang value is 256. So another example process is rectangle, calculate sum as A plus B. So when you create a process nga calculation, you make sure nga you put it on a variable also. Like this, calculate sum as A plus B. No? Then print sum. So ang print gyapon sayop yang gigamit dapat katunan ni siyang gatakilid nga triangle, rectangle na takilid. Display man to siya. Okay, then end. So kaya pa na correct niya yung end. So another example is this one. Read income, read cost. If income is greater than cost. If yes, calculate profit as. Pwede ra sad ninyo ni i-type ang directly ag yana ra ninyo ni dinyo kanin din eh. Kung di na mo ganag sentence, pwede ra ninyo i-calculate equals income minus cost. Ana ra. Pwede ra na ibutang ninyo din eh. Kaning decision block, sayop na siya dapat ang nakabutang diya is income greater than equal cost. Kaya pa siya nag-question mark. So, kailangan nagklaro ang pagka-state sa itong sentence para dili maglibo ang mubasa. Next is no calculate loss as cost minus income. No, then print loss and print profit. So that's the way of their flowchart. So you have seen some examples of flowchart. You know how to you have know the some examples and you have know the symbols of flowchart. So actually there is no really correct way of flowchart, but for me the correct flowchart is the one who is detailed and it will be read by other people nang mabasa gid siya sa tao nang dali ra siya makuha gid niya ang imuhang flow gyud. Okay, and of course ang correct nga flowchart is uses of course the correct symbol. Kay kung di ka magamit og correct symbol, wrong yun na siya daan. Okay? So in this video also I will show you how to you can how to create flowchart in computer. So you can create flowchart in Word, but Microsoft Word, but there is some web application that creates an easy flowchart. Not only flowchart, you can create any types of diagrams, charts. So actually you can choose any from any numbers, no. Daghan kay siya para flowchart maker. Flowchart maker. Just search flowchart maker. Then you can select. But in my case, I am sorry. I have tried already this lucidchart.com. So I will be using this for this discussion. Log in. I have already an account for this. This is free. No, you can. Okay. So, pwede rin po ninyo i-handwritten, but to look it professionally, kung babaton mo, nilang. So, kini siya mo na yung mga daan ako nga kuan. To create no, just click new. Remove sa na ako. So, muna ako mga previously created charts. UML. Society man eh. So, just click new, Lucid chart document. So, let's say for example, we will try to create the start lucid trial. Ay, pwede rin. So, yun eh. Natuling kuan. New. Continue anyway dito. Create a document anyway. So, for example, we will try to create a... But my advice before proceeding in this chapter or in this situation, kinahanglan na mo drawing nga flowchart ninyo para dili na mo maglisod din og arrange. Okay, dini siya pang computerize na gini siya para tastar. So there are many symbols here, no. So not all of these are maybe magamit gyud nato. So nasa mga flowchart, nasa mga shapes, no. So daghan gani siyang lucid chart. Dili lang ni siya pang flowchart. Any type of chart. Okay, so terminator or start and start. Example, mag-itag ka tong flowchart sa atong control lang, tapos scroller to zoom in and zoom out. Example ka tong average. Buhatag average. Calculate the average of prelim, midterm, semifinals, finals. then the arrow. Okay, ahlong takilid data. So pwede ta din butang data man to set prelim pila to equals 70 ba to? Pwede rin kama na midterm equals 80 semi 8 final equals 90 ana lugar to example lang na hindi mo igo pwede nyo dak-an then gamyan dai. Okay, so by this we simply illustrated that we are setting value set prelim equals so pwede po ninyo isa-isahon wala na nang set prelim then midterms taas naman kayo ini siya shortcut lang na ko ni then next will be nanatay variable declaration mo kay ang kaning kuan is data man no input output kini siya in tagog data sa itong system so process na ta calculate ang process is rectangle naman to no na pwede ra ta moingon siya calculate equals semi okay prelim plus mid plus semi plus final divide 4 pwede rin mo isa-isahon pero in our case katon na to para madali na pwede ra copy paste na so pwede ra pud nimo i-process isa-isahon nimo no calculate equals i-plus na then sa ubos na pud buhat sa rectangle dayon ayan mo i-divide dili ni siya calculate total equals or average equals ana no kung i-sentence nimo i-sentence gyud nimo siya calculate calculate average as sum of prelim mid semi final so this simply means nga kani siya is the average holds the sum lang sa ka and divide to 4 ana calculate this simply means that the word average or the variable average is the sum of prelim mid semifinals and divide it to 4 so ano no shortcut pwede sa di mo siya isa-isahon no pak isa-isahon na to calculate sum as total calculate total as sum of na process na po din calculate average as total divide 4 So this simply means nga ang average na pod is gi-divide jag 4 as total equals 4. But if you want to it be more in technical way, in mathematical way yun, in programming way, just make it average equals total divide 4. Okay? And arrow. Okay, ano lang. Sama ni. Duha naman ni balik ng isa. Okay. Then, print din ta. Dito man ni. Kani lagi dito. Input, output. Output na ta. Sabot ani print or display. Pwede ra ka print, pwede ra display average. Ano ra? Ay, sorry. Mouse 8. No? Sada gid. So dili na ako advise ang copy paste sada itong idrag ano kay matungod yun mo. So ana ra siya. So enda yon. Gamitan yung off-page connector kay di na lugar mo igo, pwede ra gamitan ninyo ana. No? Na off-page connector. Okay na, end na diretso kay. And key. Ano ra? So i-save na to siya. To siyang i-export. Sa mo gusto PDF, JPEG lang. Okay? Crop to 160 Ti. Set default crop to content kung sa sulod niya. Ayaw na i-hold. Generating file. Process complete. Okay. Okay, so this is now the flowchart of average computing the average of 4 grades. So pwede ra yapon ninyo isa-isahon. So make sure nga ang symbols nga inyong gigamit is correct. Okay? So if you have some questions, just chat me or email me.